What's going on, everybody? This is unexpected. Apparently my phone is having issues recording videos. I just recorded a close to 40-minute podcast, and it was my first episode, and the audio on my phone is terrible, and it's like every time I record now it's terrible. So I don't know what happened there, but it happened. So I think I'm going to do a brief rundown for you guys of pretty much what I talked about. I don't know if I got another 40 minutes in me, but let's try this out again, shall we? Hopefully the audio sounds better on this. Sorry if you hear my AC right there. But what we're going to be talking about every week is things that I like, things that, you know, I'm into, and hopefully you guys are maybe watching too. We're going to be talking TV shows, we're going to be talking sports, we're going to be talking Marvel stuff, we're going to be talking video game reviews, the baddie of the week, we're going to be talking movies of the week, podcasts that I've been watching. So I'm going to try and do these every Monday. If this one's shorter, just know that I recorded a 40-minute episode for you guys, and I really took time and recorded this shit, and the audio didn't work, so wow, what a waste of time, huh? Doesn't that get frustrating? You can see I'm just fucking yeah. So I'm just gonna get back into it. So I was talking Pats and how the Patriots, the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins. The Bruins are one thing for me because I'm not the biggest hockey guy. I do enjoy it. I think it's a badass sport. Hockey players are fucking gangsters. But there's just something about the Bruins that ever since Milan Lucic left the team and we got rid of Zdeno and Chara, the people I grew up watching that made me love the team and made me want to watch games are no longer on the team. So like it made me not want to watch. And then, you know, Tom Brady, Gronkowski, my favorite players that were on the Pats are now not. One of them's retired-ish. One of them's retired and keeps playing, Tom Brady. So that's one thing. But the Pats, I don't know. It's just something that has rubbed me the wrong way now. That the Pats I just can't get behind anymore because I don't know. They haven't shown me anything good. But what I can get behind is my boy Mac Jones apparently talking some shit in the preseason scrimmage or something to another team, which, shout out to you, Mac Jones. I'm here for all things shit talk, especially when it comes from a Patriots player, because it's very rare to see, because Bill Belichick will just bench you. But if you're the white boy quarterback, talk your shit, boy. I like to see it. Maybe I'll watch Mac Jones this season if he does well, but wish him luck. But I'm definitely going to be talking Celtics because I do love me some basketball. My favorite Celtics player of all time is, rest in peace, Bill Russell. But and then it will probably go just Celtics, not, you know, best player. Celtic, it will probably go Larry Bird, then KG, then Paul Pierce, and then to right now, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. And I just want to talk Jaylen Brown because everyone was talking KD and if they traded Jaylen for KD. KD is an unbelievable talent. He can pull up from just about anywhere on the court and hit a shot. But he's also getting older. And Jaylen Brown is not a bad player at all. And he does just as much bucket making as the next guy. You know what I mean? So he is just as much of a playmaker as anyone on the court. And Jaylen Brown is a bad man. And he will fucking dunk on anybody and block shots and play defense. And he does everything he needs to. And him and Jason Tatum, I think, are going to lead the Celtics team to a championship. If not next season, very soon. And they are determined, and they are hungry, and they are young, and they are just lost that series to Golden State. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Not greatest player, but greatest shooter for sure. For sure. He has changed the basketball game the way he shot. It's just unreal. Maybe we'll get into a debate in the next couple weeks who's the GOAT. And if it's LeBron or if it's MJ or if it's, my opinion, Kobe, why does nobody put him in the conversation? I think he's just up there with both of them. I think it goes MJ, Kobe, LeBron, if anything. And that's because of how amazing LeBron is, or how amazing Kobe was, or how amazing MJ was. And if you asked Kobe when he was still here, I think he would say it was MJ, because you don't get, a quote from Kobe is, he goes, "You don't get me without MJ." He goes, "Everything I loved about basketball was from him," you know, and he would even, you know, ask him pointers on this fadeaway, and you see it like in the fadeaway in games. The post fade that MJ does and the post fade that Kobe does is damn near perfection, is damn near the same thing, you know. So, and I think my boy Jason Tatum's favorite player was Kobe Bryant, so it's nice to see that generation of good players kind of showing off on players now, because, you know, I hope, I pray that Jason Tatum stays with us for a long time, even his whole career. You know, more players like that, like Kobe that did 20 seasons with the Lakers, one team, you know, players like Damian Lillard that have been there since they drafted him, and so is Jason Tatum, so is Jaylen Brown, and I think both of them would love to stay here forever, but it's basketball's a business, the NBA is a business, and frankly, they might just be more valuable someday to trade than to keep. But, you know, I think Boston people are loyal too, so as long as they're playing basketball and they're playing good basketball and they're trying their fucking heart out, I will have them play for us, suit up for us any day of the week. You know, show me some loyalty back. Boston will have your back any day of the week. You know what I mean? So, shout out Jaylen Brown. I hope you're here to stay, my brother. Fuck KD. Not seriously, but literally, fuck KD. And everything Brooklyn Nets. Except for Jay-Z, because I think he owns them. So there's that. But we were also talking TV shows in this 40-minute episode that I recorded for you guys. And so now we're talking about it again. Whew, fuck. Sorry. I'm a little angry and the energy's now down because I'm disappointed that I lost this episode and now I have to recreate it on a different camera that's hopefully the audio is better. I don't know, maybe the audio will even be shit on this. That will be my luck. No, I think it should be okay. But now I'm scaring myself, so maybe I do a little audio check real quick. Hold on. Alright. So, technical problems now all resolved. The battery it was about to die, and the audio is good. So, hopefully now this is coming to you soon. I was really hoping I could record these podcast episodes on my phone. Because I figured the audio and maybe the quality would be a little bit better, because this iPhone is the best camera quality on the market these days. And maybe it's a little bit better than this camera quality, but I don't know, you guys tell me. But we were just about to talk about sports, or no, we just got done talking about sports. Shout out Jaylen Brown. And we're talking about TV shows. So right now there's 3 shows that I'm watching that have been coming out new episodes weekly. And normally for shows, I like to binge them just because, like, you can take your time and watch them one at a time, or you can just, you know, if it's getting good, you can just get through like 3 or 4 of them at a time. But when a show is really good and you're caught up and you're watching them weekly and you're watching every episode, you're like, oh my god, like, fuck, I gotta wait another week for this thing. So now I'm in that mindset. I'm waiting another week for this episode of stuff. So I've been watching. For Marvel, I've been watching She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which is Jennifer Walters and Tatiana Maslany playing her, and she does an incredible job. She's a great actress, and she's killing it as She-Hulk, and I think that show's going to be awesome. That show's going to have 9 episodes. There are only 2 episodes in. It's coming out every Thursday. So I think either Thursday or Friday I might try and do a bonus. Sorry guys, I had to apparently cool off for a couple minutes because everything was going wrong. The phone wasn't working. Tried to make this podcast, the phone wasn't working. Was in the middle of talking again, and then the battery, this battery apparently stops working, so I have to use the other battery, so now I only have 1 battery. Awesome, just everything's working today, folks. Gotta re-record a podcast, I already did. It's okay, it's okay. It's commitment. I could have just quit and been like, you know what? This is God telling me this isn't working, but nope, nope. if you want to do something, do it anyways. Oh, God. Alright. Alright, I'm back, folks. I was just talking about She-Hulk, and I was saying that I'm not going to talk spoilers for the Marvel stuff today, because I am a big Marvel fan. As you can see, I got a whole bunch of Marvel Legos behind me. I think you can kind of see the orange reflection down here in the corner, but I got a friggin' Lego McLaren over there too, so not all Marvel. I got some Batman, some Star Wars stuff. I got some different things, but I am a big Marvel fan, so on Friday or Thursday I might try and do a She-Hulk after show, talk spoilers about that show, and just talk about where I think that show's going and what happened with the episode and the hype around Marvel. Yeah, so if you want to join me for that, see you Friday, see you Thursday, whatever I decide to do that. If I do that. If not, I might just talk to you next Monday. But I'm going to try and do these podcasts every Monday, you know, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Comically Boston, big cam show. I'm going to try and get my boys on here. If anyone wants to come on here, that's a friend of mine. Come on, let's talk about some shit. I got a little setup in the basement that we can do. I'm working on getting more professional, like a mic and better camera and better setup. I was gonna use my phone. I literally recorded a 40-minute podcast already for you guys, and the quality of the audio just sucks, but the video is great. So I mean, I could voice over that, but what's the point? Voicing over myself talking, like, it's just so stupid. Oh God, I wish I just friggin' was like, real quick, I wonder if I should do an audio check. Just wasn't thinking. Thought, it's an iPhone, why wouldn't it work? And if I record a Snapchat video, the audio works, but when I'm recording a video on my just camera video, it has this like ticking almost. It's like this like it's like a vibrating in the camera, and I tried it with the case on, case off. I don't know, someone knows Apple out there, and they were at work at the Apple store. Let Big Cam know what's going wrong with my phone. I think I got insurance. Maybe I'll just go turn in and get a new one. I don't know. But yeah, so on this show, I'm gonna talk about, you know, the shows I'm watching, the stuff I like, the sports. I think I already talked. I'm gonna use the clip from earlier. I think I already talked about JAYLEN Brown and Pats and Red Sox and my thoughts about that. So let me get into some more shows that are coming out right now. So Power, I don't know if you guys have watched Power back in the day. That was a show with Omari Hardwick as the main character, Ghost, and fuck, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on your name, but the white dude, Tommy Egan, in the show, his name's Tommy Egan. Fuck, what is his name in real life? Fuck, I'm sorry, white dude. Either way, he's a great actor, and he plays Tommy, badass white boy, and he has his own show, Power Book 4, Force. That had its first season where he's battling the Irishman mob in Chicago. That's a great show. I recommend that. But it's crazy how things just start from one thing and then get to like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 6 seasons. Oh, now it has a branch off show. So it has like 3 different spin-off shows based off this one show. 50 Cent's a genius, man. And he did this whole shit. And I'm pretty sure he is the producer or writer. He has something to do with all of it, I promise you. And he was in the Power show as Kanan, for those of you that haven't seen it. But if you guys did watch it yourself, comment below what you guys think at the start of the show. I fucking loved it. The show itself it's long because they're like hour episodes, but man, is that show gangster. But so there's 3 different spin-off shows. I just said Book 4, which was Tommy's show, which is Ghost, or Force. But there's Power Book 2, Ghosts, which is Tariq and Michael Rainey, which was the son of Ghost in the Power show. Now he has his own show, and he's trying to become his father, pretty much. And Book 2 is like, you know, pretty much the events right after Power. It's just now continued into Book 2. Book 3 is Power. Let me just stop real quick. Power Book 2 is filming season 3 right now. They've already come out 2 great seasons. Check it out on Stars if you haven't. Coming out right now, though, every Sunday is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 3. Just came out last weekend. Last Sunday and yesterday. So that show's getting crazy. One of the main characters is young Tariq, or young Kanan, which is 50 Cent's character. So you're seeing like the prelude because it's set in the 1990s. So you're seeing everything before Power. And it's great because Joey Badass, the rapper Joey Badass, plays Unique in the show. And that's his name. Don't ask me why. But I think it's a badass name. Either way, he just got super fucked. So in the last episode, he was doing some crazy wild shit to my girl, Raquel Thomas. And Raquel Thomas is the baddie of the week. I'll put up some pictures here. Raquel Thomas is... woo! She looks fucking ridiculously good in every way. You know, like, gorgeous woman. I think her name in real life is Patina Miller. But Miss Miller. Big Cam says hello. You're gorgeous and you're playing a badass black woman on this show. And she is... ooh, she's about as gangster as they come, but I need me all of that. And I can't wait for that show to keep coming out. So if you guys have seen any of the Power shows, let me know, comment below. We can talk more about it, and I think I'm going to cover, you know, at least talk about it because they're coming out right now, might as well, because I'm going to be doing it on Mondays. So the night before I will be watching, I'll be watching my Power Raising Kanan, and also watching on HBO Max the Game of Thrones spin-off show, House of the Dragon. I got my my House of the Dragon shirt right now. I think this is Daemon Targaryen's sword. I think it's called Black something. And then that's supposed to be his dragon. And I think it's just a badass shirt because dragons are cool. But yeah, so I've been watching that show. That show is just wild because they show like, just like gory violence. Like just some crazy shit. Like, and it's dope because like, you know, it's just like their own world. But like, man, I think it's just dope because dragons are flying around and breathing fire and shit. At least mainly for me. But I've also invested all the time into watching Game of Thrones already. And I don't like the way Game of Thrones ended. But that is what it is. Shit happens. I think they kind of rushed it up because they kind of wanted to get on to the next shit. But this is also a prelude, just like Raising Kanan. So it's like the pre of what happened in Game of Thrones, but also the pre of what happened in Power. So that's funny that I'm doing both of those right now. So I'm watching those 2 shows right now on HBO Max and on Stars. Go check those out. Let me know what you think. So my next topic I want to say is just I'm plugging other podcasts that I watch, and I'm curious if you guys watch them too, or if you guys have any podcasts you think I should watch. Comment those below. You know, if you guys have any suggestions, shows or movies or anything I should watch or cover, sports-wise or anything, things you guys want to talk about or want me to talk about or discussion. If you want me to end up live streaming these so you guys can talk back to us and comment and, you know, do, you know, back and forth and communicate, build a community around this. Yeah, let me know down below in the DMs and the comment section. I'm always answering. You can tweet at me. Boston, or no, my Twitter is @BigCam, YouTube, and it's 2 G's with the big, always. And it's BigCam12 on Instagram. Motherfuckers made me do 12. I don't know why. I don't know why other people be using BigCam, spelling it wrong with 2 G's. Too many people in the world, too many usernames. You can't even get an email address anymore without doing, like, I have to do Cam Carmichael 55444, like a bunch of numbers. I'm like, who the fuck wants an email like that? No, you end up just doing something so you have like something at Gmail, you know? Like, it's just such a struggle to do. 8967555. How many fucking people are in the world named the same thing? Using email addresses. God damn. I think there's just too many people on the planet making fake email addresses and hacking people and shit. That's probably more what it is. But so I want to talk about podcasts that I watch, and the podcast I want to talk about this week that I was watching is the Danny Brown Show over on the YMH Studios YouTube channel. Danny Brown is a rapper, and he is just one of the funniest dudes ever. And he was on his last week talking about he was doing mushrooms on his podcast, and he's just like fucked up. He's like talking about shit, just geeking out, and he's got such a funny voice, like very high voice. You know, like I couldn't do his voice, and my voice never sounds like that. You know, like I'd have to be doing some real drugs to be sounding that high. Or just like have been a child again. Like I sounded like him when I was like 6. Like the way his voice sounds is how high my voice was when I was a child. But go check him out. Go check out the people over at YMH, Tom Segura and Christina P, 2 comedians that they do a podcast together over there as husband and wife. And they are so funny. Just they just talk about the craziest shit, and they're both comedians, so it's always funny. But they're just normal people, really. Like they're just talking about shitting and farts and like. Just, I saw some bullshit this week with fat models, you know, like whatever. Call each other mommy jeans and shit, so that's why they call you mom's house, because they just would look at each other and be like, "Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. Mommy jeans. Hello, mommy." Like they're just funny. But so I'm also gonna do every week. I want to talk about one of my favorite movies. So I'm a big movie guy, movie buff my whole life, and especially from the COVID years and shit, I've been watching a crazy amount of movies. So if you wonder why I keep looking over here, I got my laptop and shit. I had to write down some notes because I did a whole podcast off the top of the dome, and I was like, "You gotta be shitting me!" Like, now I gotta re-record this thing. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I'm really trying my best. But movie of the week, I'm gonna say is Love and Basketball. And Love and Basketball, if you guys don't know, has Omar Epps and let me see. I gotta go real quick. Love and Basketball. These are one of those, like, you know, watch with your woman type of movies. You know, like it's just a love movie. Came out in 2000. Ooh, Omar Epps and Regina Hall, young Regina Hall. It's a great movie. And I suggest all you go check out this movie. I'll put up a picture right here for y'all. I'm just dragging the picture so that I remember to do that. You know, the title screen of it. But man, look at Omar Epps, right? So this also plays back into the power shit. Look at young Omar Epps. Jesus Christ. Look at him and her, dude. They look at them looking at each other. They're like, we're gonna fuck. We're gonna fuck hard. Yes, they are. Oh, they don't show it in the movie because it's PG-13 somehow. But ooh, well, PG-13 is what you gotta do if it's not rated R. And they didn't fuck, so it didn't have to be rated R. But man, 2000, they were definitely doing some freaky shit. Let me tell you. But it's a great movie, especially for somebody like me that loved basketball. And like, you know, if you ever had a dream when you were a kid, like you played basketball and you had a crush on a girl that played basketball too. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was one of them movies, man. It hit hard for a young man in 2000. Playing basketball, you're like, oh man, maybe I could get the love of my life playing basketball. Damn. But yeah, that movie was great. The cast in that was ridiculous. Who was in it? Friggin' the guy from State Farm. Dennis Haysbert. State Farm. You know, you need a call. You know, the guy with the deep voice. He was the father, but he was a cheetah. He was slanging dick on the side. Friggin' the wife was Alfre Woodard. I'm sorry if I'm butchering their names, but she's a great actress. She's always one of them strong, powerful women. Always screaming, you know. But man, wow. That the picture of them young and then the picture of them old. I'm gonna put side by side or flash one, flash the other. They still look good now. Good for them. They're still rocking. But Omar Epps is in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan as Kanan's father, and he's a cop. And in the last season, Kanan shot him. And it was the first person he shot. He thought he killed him. He didn't die. He lived. And now he's like told the cop, you know, the guy Omar Epps told the police, you know, that he doesn't remember anything from that night, but he remembers everything. And he comes up to Kanan. He's like, "You shot me, motherfucker. Ooh, but I forgive you. You know, I'll take another bullet for you. I'm not gonna tell the police." And it's like, oh shit. So he's no snitch, which I mean, I ain't either. I ain't snitching on nobody ever. So that is what that is. But I don't know, man. If I was my son, and my son shot me, like, I bet my dad, Pops, you know, me and my Pops ain't talked recently, but you retired. I bet you watching this, Pops. And if you are, thank you for the view, if you've gotten this far in. But, Pops, if I shot you, would you forgive me? And then, like, not tell the police and be like, "Listen, I was never a good dad. You shot me. It's okay. I like you." No, you wouldn't. I know you definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't, and I definitely wouldn't think you would. Oh my God, I would shoot your ass back. You know, like, oh, if my son, oh God, if my son ever shot me, I would shoot his ass back. Maybe a flesh wound, but just be like, "Hey, you shot me, I'm shooting you back." Just like one through like the side of the neck or something, or like shoulder, you know, maybe thigh. I'd take a thigh, in my inner thigh, you know, just oh, flesh wound, just a flesh wound, you know, just a little payback. That's all I need. Oh man, was Omar Epps in Boys in the Hood? Boys in the Hood cast. Sorry, I'm looking this up. The Boys in the Hood always haunt. I don't even think that song's in this movie, but this is a movie that Ice Cube wrote, and Ice Cube also wrote that song. So, no, QB Gooden Jr. is who it is. But there's a young character. QB Gooden Jr. is like the older version. I thought Omar Epps was the young version, but he's not. But this is 91. Oof. So in 91, this had QB Gooden Jr. He's, you know, not doing so good now, but he was a handsome young buck back then. Ice Cube, Lawrence Fishburne, Morris Chestnut. Ooh, Lawrence Fishburne, bro. This movie had, you know, if you guys don't remember this movie, remember this picture? Oh man, with this, oh God, with the dude hanging out the side of the car with the shotgun. Ricky! Boom! Oh, and Morris Chestnut gets shot in the back. Ricky! No! Damn, son. Ricky gets shot in the back. But man, Lawrence Fishburne looked good back then. Damn, why are they pulling up such a terrible picture for the cast? They got just like a rough picture of my boy. Oh God, I wonder if I can grab that picture. Let me see. Oh, did I do it? I think I did. Oh God, look at this picture they did my boy. So when you look up the cast of Boys in the Hood, it says Lawrence Fishburne. This is the picture they put up. And so I'll put it up here for you. But what the fuck? Why are they doing that? And this is how he actually looked in the movie. If you look at the image, look at it, he's a handsome young, look at it. He looks great. You should have put that picture, the movie picture at least. It's 91, not 2023. The man's old as shit now. I mean, goddamn. I mean, you don't look too bad there next to Mr. John Wick himself, but whew. Why'd they doing my boy so dirty like that? That's not a good picture of Mr. Fishburne. You know, Mr. Fishburne, him, ooh. Goddamn. Well, that's a pretty good picture. Samuel Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne and as young bucks. Young actors killing it in the game. Oh, man. We can talk about Pulp Fiction one day with Samuel Jackson. Oof. Let me know down below if you want me to talk about Pulp Fiction. How much I love Quentin Tarantino. Comment below your opinion on Quentin Tarantino. I'm curious. But, yeah. So, that's what I got on the movie of the week. Love and Basketball. Go check that out for yourselves. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out the podcast, Danny Brown and them over there. I'm also going to do a video game review this week. I don't know if I'll do it every week because there's not that many video games, but I figured these coming months there is some new video games coming out. They got the new Batman Gotham Knights coming out. I don't know if they can say Batman because it's technically not Batman, but Gotham Knights is coming out. We got the new Call of Duty coming out. I think it's just a remastered version of Modern Warfare, but Modern Warfare 2 technically. But that game was the first Call of Duty that did it for me and got me into Call of Duty. So yeah, that's gonna be a guarantee. I'm definitely gonna have to get the Jordan edition. 2K this year. 2K bugs me because it takes all your money now. They don't even care about, you know, making the game good. They're just like, yeah, just make it so it can take as much money from you as possible. It's like almost like a casino. You start playing 2K and you just start spending money. It's like, why am I spending money on this game just to get pissed off and stop playing shortly after? Like, but speaking of getting pissed off playing a game, this is my letter to EA Sports in Madden. You know, I bought this Madden 2023 for the John Madden edition. I bought it for John Madden because rest in peace, John. And I fucking was listening to his goddamn voice on this game in 2003 on the GameCube. You know, I remember it distinctly. His friggin' John Madden, you know, like when you do a bad play and he makes fun of you and it was actually like a good joke and you're like, oh, that was kind of clever, but same things today wouldn't pass. This is 20 years ago, folks. But this year's Madden, I just realized that it's literally the same game from 2003. It's just gotten better graphics and an updated roster, and but it's the same mechanics, the same, you know, run, the same, oh, he caught it, and it glitched into his hand, and then he got hit, and he just, like, should have fumbled, but he just, like, magically holds on to it. Like, there's no realism to that game at all, and all of it's just, like, if you know how to play. Like, I can make him fumble every single time with the hit stick, you know, like, or I could throw a pick 90 times because of the computer, you know, like, it's like, come on, man, I just don't want to throw to that one receiver. I know you want me to throw to somebody else, but I want to throw it to Randy Moss. Let me throw it. Oh god, it's so aggravating. But it's garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's the same game over and over and over again. They haven't even remotely tried to do anything good, and they took out my favorite feature with that they added. I think it was either 2010 Madden or 2012, where Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald were on the cover, and they had this feature where when you would run to, like, the out of bounds and you'd go to dive for the pylon, they'd jump and, like, stick out the ball and, like, try and gain yardage and try and, like, pass it over, you know, my deodorant pylon. They try and jump and dive. They took out that feature, so now every time you go to do it, if you remember those controls, it was just running and hitting square. Now if you run and hit square, like, you just kind of fall down in, like, just fetal position and just be like, oh god, I'm broken. It's just like you quit, everything collapses. It's like so disgusting. And maybe I'm just playing wrong, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. You guys you'll have to let me know about down below what you guys are feeling about the the Maddens. But Madden is pissing me off, let me tell you. Wow. So this will be the last Madden I get until they show me something. They improve upon what has been garbage for as long as I can remember. You know. So this is the last Madden I'm getting. It's just, and like, you don't always want to play football. It's just without one time you're like, God, I kind of want to go be a QB or running back or something, run somebody over, break a 100-yard rush or something. You know, that's when the game's fun. Nobody won't play that game to fucking run 3 yards and just ticky-tack all the way up the field. Like, nobody wants to be that. You know, everyone wants to be the long QB, you know, or the guy that passes, breaks a juke, you know, runs for a touchdown. Everyone wants to be the cool people. You know, they took out, like, the lame positions. I used to make D tackles. and just try and get 150 tackles a season, you know, like just fucking people up, you know, because that was me as a kid. I didn't get a chance to be with no wide receiver or anything. I was an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. I got fucked every play. I probably have CTE to this day, and like there's even some of my buddies that like in adult leagues, and they're like, hey, would you come play? And I'm like, frankly, no, I don't miss. I do not miss football, really. Playing it I had enough. After high school, I was like, I'm good, man. Like I played through my senior year and got my 4 years of varsity, or 3 years of varsity and 1 of freshman. Freshman ball was great though. Coach McNutt, if you out there somewhere watching this, I love you, buddy. You're the best. But I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna hopefully have Mr. Lane going on here Thursday or Friday for a She-Hulk episode. If not, maybe Danny Hines. Shout out to those boys if they're watching this. If not, I'm gonna be back here next Monday for y'all. We're gonna be talking sports. We're gonna be talking shows. We're gonna be talking movies, games, the baddie of the week, every week for as long as I can do this without mentally having a breakdown. So we got a good game review next week. A very good game review next week. Not a no bullshit. You know, like Matt. You know, no complaints next week. We're gonna be talking a game endorsement. You know, we're gonna be saying, hey, you should go play this motherfucker. But you'll tune in next week for that, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm sorry if the energy wasn't right, but this is the first episode of Comically Boston, and I'm just trying to get it out there, get it out in the earth, and make it so I start doing these every Monday, and no excuses, and keep me to it, hold me to it. I'm gonna try and go every Monday or every Tuesday to jiu-jitsu as much as I can. I know already tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to, so there goes that, but it's alright, I got work. So I gotta try and make some money. I had a slow week last week, so hopefully this week I can be a little bit busier. So thank you. Like this if you did. Comment below what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to talk about. If you enjoyed this, if you're talking about Raising Kanan, House of the Dragon, She-Hulk, what are you guys' opinions? What are your thoughts on that? So hit me in the comments below, DMs, all my links are in the description below. See you guys when I see you guys. Peace.